Hello and assalamu alaikum. My name is Fakisha, and in this video we will be discussing how to make how to use Atmel Studio and get familiar with the Arduino IDE environment, and we will also compile and debug our programs in Arduino IDE and Atmel Studio, and we will take the hex files from those code programs, and then we'll simulate our programs in Proteus software, but in and we will be using the microcontroller that is at Mega 328P. So that is actually the Arduino Uno chip. Uh, so here I have the Atmel Studio interface. So we will be debugging our code in assembly language and in C language. So here is a simple program of blink uh, LED, which we will be debugging. So these are all the instruction for the blink in assembly program, uh, and here I have made another program which is in C language. So here is the same LED blinking program for in C language. You can see that is the int main and while loop for all the C language terms. So how we will our debug our program and how to make new programs. So here is file. In file we will go in new file, new program, and then we'll select, just a minute, we go in new project, and then we can select either we want to make our program in C language or assembly language. So I have selected C in this case, and then after doing that we can debug our program and start debugging and break. So, and we can also select it is step over or step into. So uh, so this is how you can make programs in Atmel Studio. So here you can see just tell us how the registers are working. So the hex file that it gives is if I right click on my main over here, and here I can select the open containing folder. I select it. So this should take me to where I have my all the files after debugging. So here you can see, so here you can see, so here you can see here is a debug folder, and in debug folder we have all the files. So here is a hex file. So we will know that location, and this location will help us in finding this hex file in Proteus. So if I move towards the Proteus, you can see over here. So over here I have used at Mega 328P. This is a microcontroller chip. So here I have LED. So in this circuit, if you I can show you edit properties, and in edit properties I have saved that Atmel Studio that hex file. So this is all the location of my hex file. So here you can see there is some replication or hex file. So this hex files help to access that debug code, and if I run the simulation, you will see this light LED will blink. So here you can see this LED is blinking according to the program that is being given to this microcontroller through the hex file. So if I stop it, and similar is the case with the C file, that is the C program that I've made. So In this I will also debug it, and this I will give the same location for the file to this in Proteus, and or any microcontroller. Uh, if I that chip, if I attach this the chip with the we can also program it, the Arduino Uno actually from it. So because it has the Atmega 328 chip, so it can easily be programmed by making a C code or a assembly code over here in Atmos Studio, and we can uh, actually give the code to that microcontroller. So now over here I have Arduino IDE. So in this Arduino IDE we have couple of projects already made, and that are example projects. So if I click file, go on to examples, and so there are number of examples. If I go into basics, and this is the blink example, the basic one. So if I click this, so this is in front of you, this is a basic blink example. So there's a function called void loop and a void setup and void loop. So the two functions are in Arduino IDE. The first function has a pin mode, which is actually the pin selection is done in void setup, and all the commands that have to run again and again are in this uh, void loop function. So in loop function, all the commands that have to run again and again are in this loop function, and those commands which are for declaration only are done in this void setup. So you have selected pin mode and LED button, you have given it a name, and its output is giving us an output. So over here we have digital writing in built-in LED that is on the board of Arduino Uno. So we have okay, so we are giving it high signal for a delay of 1 second, that is 1,000 microseconds. So and over here it is then the next command is of LED low, that is it will be high signal for 1 second, and then will be a low signal for 1 second. The LED will blinking with a 1 second cycle or period. So yeah, if I go into tools, so from here I can select my board. So this is Arduino Uno board, and this is COM10. When I will connect it with this PC, so it will become COM4. So after compiling this code from here, we generate a hex file, which is in over here. So this is the location of my hex file, my PC, and I copy it, and if I paste it, so here I get a hex file. So this blink.ino is the Arduino Uno file, and with bootloader hex we do not use this one actually, we use the simple hex file, this .ino.hex file. So we then put it this hex file in this uh, Arduino board in the Proteus software. So I have put this file in this over here program file, this program file in this Arduino board in this Proteus. So if I simulate it, my LED will be blinking with 1 second difference. So in this way we can upload our hex file in by from Arduino Uno. By using Arduino Uno we can generate hex file, and we can use it in programming our microcontrollers.